South Carolina Senate votes against the people of South Carolina. I don't know who's at fault, but here's the information I have found. About 10 years ago, the South Carolina state changed over its entire accounting system. Like everything else in South Carolina politics, the system was absurdly Byzantine and wasteful, and as things in government usually go, they replaced it with another Byzantine, wasteful and incompatible system. I don't know how it was chosen, but I bet someone got a huge commission check. So of course, among the thousands of accounts, things don't always equal one another, and errors occurred. Since current accounting rarely occurs with physical money anymore, it is easy to see problems occurring and then being copied and broadcast throughout the electronic system. A wrong comma or period, someone with a heavy thumb on a zero, etc. Thanks spell correct for unretrievable errors. So, currently there are $8 billion of cumulative errors in the system. In the end, the state has spent millions of dollars on fiscal forensic investigations and has found that they are all paper errors. Phew, for a minute there I thought that the legislature would have had to reimburse the state for all the lost money and for the billions that they have given away from our state reserve fund. That brings us to our current situation. The South Carolina treasurer is an elected position, and he is part of the executive branch of the state government. Under our separation of powers doctrine in the state constitution, the executive branch is run by the governor, and except during impeachment hearings brought by the legislative branch, he has absolute control of his branch. That is the only time the legislature has jurisdiction over the executive branch. With an impeachment, the House of Representatives must first impeach the person. Then it goes to the Senate to determine guilt or not. Both must be by 2/3 vote. Currently, the South Carolina Senate has taken a vote to remove the treasurer from office. It is not an impeachment, it's just the Senate blowing off a cloud of steam to obscure what has really been going on and who has been involved for years with this fiasco. The way I read it, the governor must address the General Assembly with the charges, which would only then give them legal standing to proceed. He controls the executive branch, and this is the direct way he could act to remove a member of his branch. The governor has not done so. Headline: Supreme Court rejects treasurer plea to stop proceedings. Makes it look like the Supreme Court doesn't believe the treasurer and throws suspicion upon him. To the public, it makes them both look bad. The real story is this: the court can only rule or issue a preliminary injunction after an infraction or damage has occurred. The court rejected the treasurer's plea because the action and the vote in the Senate had not yet occurred, even though it was scheduled. Now that the hearing and vote has occurred, the treasurer can go back to the Supreme Court. All of our courts have held that the best way to remove an elected official is through the ballot box. In South Carolina, governors, senators, and executive officers have 4-year terms. Keep them, remove or replace them. It's up to you, the voter. When election time rolls around, remember the senators that voted against you.